Alrighty. I'm live with Spyro the Dragon. This is the Reunited Trilogy. For anybody that does not know, I grew up with Spyro. When I was young, the Spyro game, and then, the second two coming to, yearly after. But yeah, and with some of these Spyro games, since I was also one of those people that also had Crash games, like Crash 3 Warp was my first Crash game, and they actually had the demo for Spyro the Dragon on it. And I played that before I ever got the game, and when I played that demo, from there on out, I told my parents I wanted that game when it came out, and found enough they did get it for me. You gotta remember something though, back then games wasn't as much as they are now. I'm pretty sure, like, even on the PS2 and stuff, like, new games on the PS2 was probably about $40 though towards the end of the era. Roughly. And that would be like the upper game. And back on the PS1, new games were probably about $15-20. So let's get right into Spyro the Dragon, no hold back. Now, out of all three of these games, everybody has their own different opinion, but I like simple, and my favorite game out of the three is the first Spyro the Dragon. Yeah, it's so basic compared to the other two, but the thing I like on that is you can 100% it without having to go backwards on these other two games. Later on in the stream, we will see that, yeah, you have roughly enough backtracking on those just to 100% it. Well, in Spyro the Dragon, we'll be able to 100% it without backtracking. The only backtracking I do is I don't do the flying ones first. I always go through all the worlds and the bosses, and then I go back to do the flying ones when I want 100% it.
Okay, rolling.
It's been peaceful here in the Five Worlds. Or is it 6? For a dragon's age, we now have 12,000 treasure. Or is it 14,000?
What about this Ganasty Ganok character? Now, I understand he's found a magic spell to turn gems into warriors for his cause.
I'll take that question. Nasty Nork is a simple creature.
Simple?
He has been contained in a remote world and is no threat to the Dragon Kingdom.
No threat?
Besides, he is ugly.
Ugly? That does it!
Huh? Looks like I've got some things to do.
That intro never gets old for the first Spyro game for me. It's a little different than the first one, but in the original, but it's still relatively the same. Like all the wording and stuff is the same. I hate to say, Lindor by calling Nasty Nork ugly. Yeah, alright, let's go. Nestor!
Thank you for releasing me, Spyro. Free 10 dragons in the Artisan world, then find the balloonist. He'll transport you to the next world.
What about Nasty Nork? I'm going after him.
Find dragons first. That's all I can tell you.
Whoa. Sorry, I did not realize that part of the whole thing. But yeah. Alright. Delbin!
Where's Nasty Nork? I'll torch you!
Keep your horns on, Spyro! You have much to learn first. Do you know what the dragonfly following you is doing? His name is Sparks, and he's helping and protecting you. Keep an eye on him and see what I mean.
Oh boy. I just felt in the mood to play Spyro today. Being one of the games I grew up with playing, like the original. I totally missed that one. What is he on? Oh, that was kind of loud in there. But oh wait, hold on. Let me turn down the music and stuff. Even though I like the music and stuff, I want to turn it down that way, you know. Don't get too overwhelming. But yeah, like I said, I messed that up. The original game came out, I want to say, 98. 98, I'm almost 100% sure 98 is the, or was it 90? No, I might be getting it mixed up with Crash, but I'm pretty sure it's 98. I should know this. Yeah, 98. I knew that. 96 is Crash. I keep on trying to run with the L3 button because I'm so used to playing like Fortnite and other games like 7 and stuff that you run with L3 buttons. But yeah, it's just, this game is just really relaxed and peaceful for me. And if you think about it, me as old as I am and actually grown, I mean, I'm older than Spyro and Crash, but they didn't really have any game like Spyro until Spyro. Like, all this open world stuff did not exist before Spyro, really. There was a Mario game. It was like Super Mario something party, or I can't remember exactly what Mario game, but there was a Mario game again that was open world. Oh, Mario Party 64 or something like that.
The artisan's boss is through a portal in the dragon mouth, but you are not yet ready, Spyro. First, you must complete one of the other artisan lands.
But yeah, Super Mario 64 or something like that. It was the first, like, really the first game that was open world, like, and Spyro actually, for an open world game when it first came out, Mario Party 64 was the, was kinda a, I forget the word, inspiration for this game, like, coming out with an open world game, like Mario 64.
Hey, Spyro, press the jump button twice to glide. And don't be afraid.
Afraid? Of what?
Falling from high mountain peaks? Plummeting into prehistoric glaciers?
Oh, that.
There was open world games but they wasn't really good. It wasn't really that good design-wise. Like, the creators that made Spyro, they had a different game shortly before that didn't go as good, but it was like an open world shooter type of a game. Then they came out with Spyro. You gotta remember the start of Spyro is like with like 2 people with an idea. And to be honest, I can always look it up, but I think the first Spyro game, and I'm talking about the original Spyro, I think it was, I don't think they didn't have a lot of people. Each year, a new Spyro game came out. Insomniac got bigger and bigger. And like, they're huge now, but Spyro is what started that. The original Spyro. I mean, they had a game before that, but I don't think they was really called Insomniac until the original Spyro. I think the other game they made while they was in college. Because if I'm not mistaken, they was like college students. And then, you know, they went together and it just got a little bit bigger each time. I'm still trying to hit the L3 button to run. Now anybody, Albin.
Oh, it's you.
Hold on.
I wasn't sure if you'd escaped those annoying little creatures. Of course they wouldn't bother me, but here's a hint. Their metal armor is fireproof, but a charge attack will take care of them.
Now, if anybody has a different question about Spyro the Dragon, I don't want to say nothing, but I have done a lot of research type stuff, and I can probably answer almost any question you have. Like, what color was Spyro originally supposed to be? To be honest, Spyro's first color before he was purple was actually supposed to be green. And I think most people would know why they decided against green. It's pretty self-explanatory. Oswin.
Spyro, wanna know a secret? Use the action button when you want to zoom in and look around.
Oh, your secret's safe with me.
Now, do you guys think I should keep on watching the dragons or just skip them? Because I know what the dragon says, but when I'm streaming and stuff, I like sitting through them. That way, if somebody new comes in and never played the game, they can see what the dragons have to say. But anyhow, yeah, Spyro was initially supposed to be green. This is the main reason why they didn't change it. He blended in way too much with the grass when they tried to make him green. And then they came on a color protocol to try to change his color up, and what better color really than purple, because purple doesn't really blend in with anything. How are you gonna run behind him? And actually, some people might not know this, but Spyro's initial name was supposed to be Pete. And anybody that knows Disney probably knows why they didn't stick with that. Because Pete's Dragon was an older movie than Spyro. So yeah, they could have had a lawsuit and stuff. And, like, I also forget, like, how they really got his name and stuff. I know it comes, I forget where the SP comes from, or the S or whatnot, but they took it from Pyro. I went over here, right? It's kind of bad when you don't remember. Sometimes when I'm recording or streaming and stuff, I have a habit of forgetting what I was doing and where all I've been. So, if I do apologize. If I play poorly on this game, something like I usually wouldn't if I wasn't recording, I would play pretty good, but Darius.
Big enemies like this Nork with the club cannot be charged.
Now you tell
But
me.
a quick flame, that should defeat them.
No, honestly, I like first reaction videos, and like, we didn't have YouTube when I was younger. But, or when the first Spyro on that is a lot of dragons in this game you actually get after the fact of you happening to go around something. Like, that big guy, there was already like 3 big guys that I had to go around before I got to him. So like, unless you push buttons, and as a kid, you don't always know, like, you don't just constantly push buttons to check buttons out. Like, when you're older, you try to feel the controls. So, I can't remember if I really went around the big guys first until I got that dragon and he just pressed circle, you know? Because 98, when Spyro came out, I would have been 6 when it came out. And yeah, so as a kid, you're not thinking like that young. You're not really. You don't really know that much. And to be honest, I'll say it, with Spyro is what really got me into the whole gaming industry. And it also a lot of things that you do on Spyro, like the gliding and stuff, that helped me with a lot of the other games I do play where you have to jump from ledge to ledge or something. Die! 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 Alright. Ooh, I hear this egg thief guy. Let's go in here first. Okay. Lindor, hey, this is the guy that started this all.
When you free a dragon or step on one of their platforms, you're saving your progress. That could be useful if you run into trouble. Not that you ever run into trouble, Spyro.
That's the guy that started it all. If you just didn't call Nasty Nork ugly, we wouldn't be in this mess. Nah, I'm kidding. But really, we wouldn't be in this mess if he didn't call Nasty Nork ugly. And this is the first time I'm ever actually pointing out. I never really pointed out with Dragon. Calls him ugly and stuff. I never paid that much attention to the names at the beginning. In the intro. Alright. See where we can go. Over here now. Die! Now, for someone that isn't used to Spyro, yeah, it might be a little bit difficult and stuff. But you also gotta take in consideration. Yeah, the only thing different about Reignited opposed to the original, other than graphics, is the whole gliding concept is, oh man, it's like, to glide from one spot to the other feels a lot harder on the Reignited than on the original. But it could also be that I'm used to it and I played the original and I grew up on it. That's the
After you've freed all
Is that the other guy?
pass through this fancy vortex
That might have been. That might
It'll take you back to the artisan home. But first, let me tell you a story.
No thanks.
That might be the other guy in the intro. I definitely did not realize they both were there. And also on the original Spyro, I did not know about this beach. It took me forever to find this place. Like, yeah, it took me a little while to find this place. And like, back when with the original Spyro, me, my mom, and my sister all played it. And I played it a lot more often, to be honest. And like, I would be further than them. Oh, was the ram guy coming after me? But anyhow, I would end up getting further and I would tell them about, like I would help them out. If they got stuck or if they couldn't find something, I would help them out and, you know, show them. Like, that beach, I'll show you in a minute, but the way I spotted it, there was only, hold on, making sure I got all the gems down here. I think I do. But there was, let me go back around here real quick. Okay, I'm good. But the way I found the beach is actually up top here. That's the only reason I spotted the beach. Yo, this. Because you don't see it from that home where you're at, for the home portal.
You bet! For the longest glide, press the jump button at the top of your jump, and try pressing the action button to drop down mid-flight.
Yeah. But yeah, you don't see that. And sometimes Spyro is one of those games where you often, I'm gonna get this thief guy wherever he is. There he is. I don't know how he got all the way over here. Or if they actually just put him there. Because I'm pretty sure on the original, you glide from that and stuff. I'm pretty sure he's like right here. Like right in here. Once you fly over on here, you start chasing him. But anyhow, now back to the beach where I got the key. On the original, I was on an edge like this one. Now, it looks a little different. I don't think the rocks was like quite that like big or whatnot. But that's how I seen the beach, was on this corner. I'm like, oh. And I just went investigating on the beach. That's how I found that location. I want to make sure I grab all the gems around this lap, I guess. Yes. Now it sucks if you're missing like a couple gems or something, because then you really have to go looking for them if you miss any. That kind of sucks if you do miss some. Especially if you want 100% the game. Like on this first one, I know I can 100%. Second one, third one, a little bit difficult, but I can. A little more difficult, but definitely doable. I think on the original games, you didn't really have a free camera like this to move around either. I think you had to hold triangle like this and actually move around. And actually on this, but on the new Reignited, I mean, I guess it's not really new anymore, but you don't even have to hold triangle, just press it and look around. On the old one, for PS1, you had to hold triangle. Or it didn't work. It would let go. Alright. Let's hope that I got all the gems up there and go down here. I should have came down here first, to be honest with you guys. This has been my first stop. I should be alright. Yes, sir. I just seen 190, knew only needed 10 more. I knew I wouldn't be missing too much.
His color indicates his power. When he eats butterflies, he stays strong. Like me.
Like me.
Sure.
Alright, I can go home now. Actually, before I do that, guys, I'm sorry, but I will be right back. I have to go to the little boy's room real quick. Okay, I'm back. I just literally had to get to the restroom. And usually I know I didn't do it with the first one, but I usually do like to check and make sure. Even though it tells you at the bottom you're 100%, by the time I get to the portal, usually always want to make sure that I'm good. I mean, I wasn't going to, but sometimes it doesn't hurt to just check. Because, especially on a game like this first Spyro the Dragon, where you have to, you don't have to backtrack to this game at all, like the next two. Yeah, I don't see a point in having to go back to a world. Because every one of these worlds, you can go in and collect all the gems, all the dragons. You shouldn't have to go back for anything. Now, obviously, if you don't collect all the gems or dragons, you would have to go back. But when you first go into these worlds, yeah, some of them's harder to find gems and dragons, but if you are ever unsure on where you're missing gems and stuff, there's always tutorial videos online and stuff. Now if you're watching my stream, in this first game, you'll definitely see how to 100% it. You keep on watching all my... Ooh, nails. Keep on watching all my streams, you'll see how to do it.
Square, Spyro. Begin exploring by gliding to that area with the bulls. Use the right stick to get a good look.
I used to like doing that. I don't know if they can actually wiggle out. I feel like on the old one, they used to be able to, if you left them like that too long, they would eventually get out. But I don't know. But yeah, like I was saying, if you watch all my streaming videos and stuff of Spyro the Dragon, you'll definitely see how to do all of the progress, because I'm going 100% the game eventually. Devlin. Cake guy.
Thanks, Spyro. I had the worst itch on the tip of my wing. Did you know that you get your longest glides by pressing the jump button at the very top of your jump?
No, I know, thief guy. But I know, I forget what I was saying. Yeah, like I was saying, I do know this game like the back of my head, so I know where to go. I always hated these home portals. Even though, well, that one's up a little bit, but the ones that are flat on the ground, I usually try to be a little careful around so I don't accidentally go home. Elvar!
Spyro, did you see a man dressed in blue running around here? He's a thief, and he's stolen a dragon egg. You've got to track him down and get that egg! Run! Run! I'm getting a little winded.
Okay, so, yeah. Now this thief is a pain to get, because it doesn't go around in circles like the last one. So I tried to get a head start, and get him before he drops down. Man, yeah, once he drops down there, you almost have to go back down and then re-get back up here. And usually, sometimes, it can take multiple tries. Like, I'm gonna say, like, I got that in my first try this time, but sometimes, other times I'll play Spyro, and it will take me a lot of tries, like multiple tries, just to get up here. Oh yeah, I guess I forgot to mention, I already got these because I came back from the thief. But sometimes if you do get the thief before this tunnel and stuff, some people will miss this area and they just think it's the edge or whatnot. I know I did when I first started playing Spyro. I didn't realize that there was gems right here. I was gonna say that should get him too. It's just stuck there. Those spinning things you have to blow on 3 times to break them. If you aim them at something, they'll hit whatever you aim them at, whether it's a bad guy or if it's another chest. That's why I turned that way to hit the bull. Thor.
Thank you for releasing me, Spyro. You can always check your progress by accessing the guidebook through the pause menu.
To be honest, when I think of Thor, I think of a big guy. not, not a skinny guy. Alright, let's go! Into the boss world. I do like the boss worlds, kinda. Because on this game, you're kinda lucky if usually there's only one dragon, so you only have one saving point to begin with. And on most of the boss worlds, you don't really have a chance at butterflies. I knew that was gonna happen, and that actually startled me. Like, I knew the map was gonna open. The first time I ever played Spyro though, I don't think I got this dragon. Either that or I didn't pay attention to him at all. And I came by this dragon mouth, and like, you can kinda grip through and see the portal, and also here, kinda like, I'm pretty sure it's the same way on this game. Oh, okay, the mouse shot. But if I go over here, now there's a dragon on a different world. I can't remember if it's third world or second world that will tell you about this place. I think it's the third world. Will tell you about this hidden location, which is easy to figure out. Yeah. If you listen, you can hear the portal noise inside the wall. Just in case you never played, I'm not going to do it now because that's actually a flying world. And I always save my flying world for last after I go through the entire game and beat Nasty. Just to 100% the game. But when I played Spyro for the first time, that's what I did. And I didn't know how to open it. Until the dragon said about the rocks. Because I think the rocks glowed yellow, but not... I didn't know the pattern, but anyhow, the pattern's really easy. It's just going around in a circle on those rocks. No thank you, dog. Ow! I already took a hit. You can hear the dog on the other side of that wall. Ow! Alright, alright. I keep on trying to do the jumping thing. But now I lost Spark, so I have to collect all my gems. I'm not planning on dying. So now I'm gonna have to go around this like this. That's the dog I was saying, I think. I'll really be salty if one of those guys with the canes kill me. Now I have to actually collect the gems because I don't have spot. Alright. See, I heard that dog that time. Yawn. The first time I played this game, I cut around the corner not knowing there was a dog on the other side. Scared the crap out of me. I like hearing them fall off the edge, like that little whistling noise. That's one of my favorite things about Spyro, is the sound effect. Nevin.
Nasty Nork has put one of his most...
Bring him on! I think I smell a barbecue.
Be careful, Spyro. Toasty has many tricks up his sleeve.
To be honest, Oh wait, maybe not, maybe not. I was overthinking something. I was gonna say, I think this could have been a demo world, but I don't think it was. I know Stone Hill was, and I think the other one might have been Dark Hollow. Yeah, that sheep's going. I'm gonna do this without Bart. And do this without Bart. Now, usually I don't take this many hits on this one, right off the bat anyhow. But I did this time, so I had to make sure I stayed alive for the rest of the game. That's why I stopped jumping and all that stuff. Alright. Maybe I should collect sheep real quick. To get Sparks back and healthy before I move on. Oh, that one's gonna be life as well. And it would have been automatically gold, but Sparks would have been gold anyhow, even if it was regular butterfly.
Wow! I see you've been busy rescuing dragons, Spyro.
These are balloonists in the originals. Their hands look kind of like pinchers, so I used to think they was crab humanoid creatures.
You may travel to the Peacekeeper's world if you like. Are you ready to go?
Now, let me know in the comments if anybody out there that is possibly into Spyro the Dragon, the series, and let me know if you are hoping that they'll come out with a fourth game, kind of like what they did with the new Crash. I keep on hearing stuff about it and stuff, but let me know what your thoughts are. Tell me if you think it's a good idea or what. I think it's a good adventure. Like, I would be happy to see what they can do with another Spyro game, as long as they keep it kind of to the roots. But the fourth game after the Year of the Dragon was Spyro Enter the Dragonfly. And it was made by a whole different company because the Insomniac ran out of ideas, and then they went on to make Ratchet and Clank after the third Spyro game, which also got huge. But Spyro Enter the Dragonfly was being done by a new company, and they had a limited time to get it done, and it did not turn out as good.
Welcome to
Titan.
Peacekeepers.
He looks
How our
awesome.
treasure has been
I like how
stolen
he
and turned
looks.
against us. Please recover our treasure, Spyro.
Collect treasure. Got it.
But anyhow, back when I was a kid, I did own Enter the Dragonfly on GameCube, and I liked it. I enjoyed it. It wasn't until much years later that I realized that it did have... Holy crap, they won loud. But it wasn't until, like, the Reunited trilogy came out, or, like, around time it was being spoken up, that I, like, revisited the game and everything. And realized that Spyro Enter the Dragonfly actually did have a lot of flaws that didn't bother me when I was younger. Like the loading screen taking forever to load and stuff like that. Yeah, that was... They thought they could all three take on fire. But yeah, I was older when I seen the flaws on Spyro the Dragon after Canadian guy A pointed them at and stuff. I never noticed that when I was a kid, like, there's certain ones. Never noticed the flaws on that game. But yeah, it was made by a different company, Magnus.
Hey, Spyro. Sparks the Dragonfly has been doing a good job protecting you. Make sure to keep him strong by feeding him lots of butterflies.
There's like an invisible wall here. I don't know why. There's other something there. Don't laugh like that. Alright, let me get this. They sound so loud. When I hit everything, even the ones in the back, they came in through my left head side of my headset. Clear as day, like, not being far away at all, being like right next to me. And this is the boss level on this world. But I'm not gonna do that right away. Ooh. This is the flying world on this world, so I won't do that at all. Night flight. I won't do it till the end. Ooh. I wanna make sure I get this done. Oh. Now this is a place some people have trouble on. The whole gliding thing is a lot different in my aspect of the reunited. So I do have trouble getting over there on this one. So I do apologize. Hey, I missed Jim's down there. They're right there. But on the original one, I could probably get that, like, I mean, I don't know now because it's been a while. But it wouldn't take me a whole heck of a lot to get it. How am I supposed too high to get up on my... what you want to do is you want to run and jump and glide. Hit X at the top of the glide. So on, and try to keep it as straight as you can. See, I messed up there a little bit. I didn't have enough height, so either A, I didn't jump at the very top, or I wasn't close to the edge when I started to jump. Those are two things taken faster, and I messed that up. And also being on that furthest point. Like, up there, there's a point that's actually facing this way. Which I kind of ran off of this time. Last time, maybe I didn't hit that point. Oh, crap. I messed up, guys. I messed up. I usually do this last. I forgot there's a key in there. Okay, glitch. And the key's up over here. I forgot I do that last. Huh? Yeah, the key's right here. Usually I don't forget stuff like that, but since I'm not fully paying attention while I'm playing, yeah, I guess I just really want to show people how to get
Well
over
done,
there.
Spyro. Keep up the good work, and I know you'll fulfill your destiny.
Destiny? I just want to kick some...
Just toast those enemies and collect the treasure.
But yeah, here, I'll show you. Like, see how that's over to the left? Which means this way is actually more pointed that way. So, like, if I went off, like, the first time, I probably ran off here somewhere. When, in reality, I'll be closer to the edge if I run over there. And try to keep it as straight. I messed that up. And when I first played the original Spyro, I would follow that, and I would just die in the water. I didn't have the smarts to get myself out of the water by going over to that edge there. Oh, I messed that up! Now this part sucks. This is why I said sometimes it takes a little. Oh my gosh. Serious? At least I'm over here now. Oh no, I didn't like that. I mean, I may have been able to make that. Hold on, got notification. Alright, so now that I was already over there once, I'm gonna mess up and have trouble getting back over there. It's okay. I got it on my second try and then realized I needed the key. No. At least if one thing about this, if I have to keep on doing this, eventually I'm gonna get more life butterflies. That should be a good one. No? Yeah, the gliding is a lot different approach to the original. See, if I keep on doing this without dying, I'm gonna eventually keep on racking up life. That's one good thing. Unless I die on that jump. Oh no. My goodness. Yeah. Well, I realize I can kill two of those things and don't have to wait for it to eat them both. They automatically turn. Eat them both at the same time. In the original, we didn't. That's a good one. Are you serious? Why am I having a heck of a time doing this now? Now it's gonna take me a little bit just to do this part. Oh my goodness. I did it literally in my second try. And, oh, go eat that butterfly. It's taking me this long to do it again. Like, that's why I said some of this stuff might be difficult. Even for a seasoned veteran. Oh no. Sometimes you get that feel. Right? Sometimes you get that feel that you ain't gonna make it, and then it's just about to turn off. That way I don't lose as much spark health. And some of the jumps off, I feel like he glitches off, kinda. And I feel like that's what ruins me. I almost didn't jump. Are you kidding me? Why am I having a heck of a time getting over there? Like I said, gliding on the original seems a lot easier than this one. What stood me in on that was probably the turning at the very end. That's probably what ruined me on that. Pretty soon it's gonna be the 2 hours later meme. I can't. At least that was life. It's gonna be instantly good. Like I said, that's one thing that is good about all this. Is happening to... Eventually I'm getting those life butterflies. As long as I don't die. Oh my goodness. I can't. Usually it doesn't even take me this many attempts to do it. Like this time. There we go. Yeah, and it's also best to get to the closest leg. I think that's what really was doing me in, is I was trying to go middle, but this over here was a little bit closer to that corner I was, so. Alright guys. I know I haven't been streaming long, but I actually work in real life. And we're going on to 10 hours starting tomorrow, which means I have to wake up at 3:30 in the morning to go to work. I work at 5 to 3:30. So, I hate to cut my stream short. I like my longer streams, but mostly if you want a longer stream of mine, it's best to come into a stream that I'm doing on the weekend when I do them. I used to love doing that and watching them shake it off. But, yeah, so, yeah, it's better to come into one of my streams at the very, like on the weekend when I feel like doing a stream, like a long stream is when I usually do a long stream is on the weekend. So yeah, I will see you guys in the next stream. Peace.